Yeah, my little baby, you know what I mean?
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love you. I love you. Goddamn, I love you. I love you.
Man, I can't believe what's going on, Q. It's a dang mess in basketball world, baby. It's just, we got to catch them up on LA Basketball Wires, man, because this episode really just was just a hot ass mess. Like, and Jackie don't realize how she looked, but I mean, we'll get into it, you guys, but yeah, this was the whole live, like, sad story. It's just almost like, who the hell, like, listen, Linda, like, I can't deal.
Yes, I'm there with you. Basketball Wives LA. This episode was like thumbs down for me all the way around. I don't know what's happening here. They're in shambles. My mind's all over the place. It's a lot, but a little bit going on. For 3 episodes, I know we have talked about Jackie Christie and her family. I'm just going to have to keep it real. Let it go. Let it go. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, who don't act like Jackie Christie when you bring up their family, though? They get real nasty about their kids and stuff. So even though that's a grown woman or whatever, they don't get them the right to sit there and call her bitches like that. Now, that's still that woman's mama now. Ain't nobody not for to do that now. I don't care how much you got my back. It's no way you going to just be yelling to my mama, this. What is going on? And then you would have been get popped in your face first. In my younger days. Just be quiet. Speak when spoken to. That's for real. That's probably, they need to enforce that again. I don't know what's going on with this. What's going on with this new order? Some things ain't given to me. Some things ain't given to me. And I'll be honest, Jackie Christie is so wrong, and she treats her daughter so wrong, and her daughter is really so traumatized. It's sad for real. But that's not nothing you put on the show, because that's not how you get through to a person like Jackie Christie, though. That ain't gonna work to confront that lady like that. That lady's aggressive, and she's doing a lot to not be Jackie Christie right now. I mean, I gotta give her credit, because you taking a lot of pressure, homegirl. I would have been across the table. I would have been able to hold back. I'm like, wait a second. Wait. I understand. My friends are angry at you. You've done some things to my friend, and we are angry because our friend is angry. But don't do that. Have a conversation. Y'all grown women. All y'all saying y'all grown adults. And the daughter, just like Ty said, she just begged her daughter. She demanded. You want somebody to pick a side. How old are we again? Pick a side. You either talk to my mom or you talk to me. Ma'am, that's just not real life, ma'am.
And I feel like Brittany is kind of like boosting it up because you and your mama got mama issues and stuff like that. Like, you got to learn, people got to realize when you talk to people, when you talk to somebody and you really want some good advice or something like this going through, make sure you're talking to them where they're able to be level-headed and ain't no, you see what I'm saying? I'm going through the same thing. I can't give you advice as well if I'm like, I can give you a clear cut of what I see, what it's looking like or something like that. But if I was as hurt as you, I'm going to be talking the same way you talking.
And that's what's going on. But you know what? That's why those are the kind of, that could seem like a friendship, but you know what it is? It's trauma bonding. They're bonding over trauma. I did not want to bond with nobody over trauma.
Right.
And that's real, because sometimes it's hard to unmask that. Sometimes you can't see that. And I think if you want to be disrespectful to somebody because you're hurt, it should be your mom on the show. You should be having this conversation with your mom on the show. But you don't just bash somebody else's mom like that in front of her disrespectfully, and then she thinking like, yeah, y'all fighting for me.
But Jackie, we know how Jackie is though. Jackie fake and phony. So you're never going to get through her at all. So I guess to me, if you have an issue with her, you just got to be the one of people that probably stop talking to her. Like, I mean, I wouldn't have told Chantel that, but when you know your mom as long as anybody has known her, you know what I'm saying? You know that just to know she's never going to have this conversation in front of anybody because she don't want to seem like a bad mom. Her image is everything, and it has always been. So let's be very clear here. You got to know who you're talking to because sometimes you be talking to people, and some people gonna just be arguing. Guess what? I don't even want to talk to you. Don't worry about it because I don't want to keep going back and forth, and then I get madder than you, and then I cuss you out. Then here I go shortening my days. You understand? So I just think people got for real. Like I think you got to know who you're talking to.
It's a dangerous thing. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, and I'm only speaking from the same. I've been hurt by. I mean, I'm sure a lot, especially a lot of females, girls I knew growing up. Stuff, they've been a little bit hurt by their mom or feel a way about their mom. Of course, I think it's pretty natural for any child, but more women than like sons, more daughters than sons. So I would say,
I agree.
yeah, you gotta know who you're talking to, man. And you gotta, I just think it's not gonna go well. She know who her mom is, and you know that's not how to come to her. And not only that, you know your dad really got control. So if it's that serious, that conversation can be had now. But it doesn't need to be had on camera. I don't think, and Jackie will put something on display, but so will Evelyn. And you say something about her daughter, she don't know how to act. Now, Brittany need to get a life
She
because
got
what
that
I
life, baby. Kevin Gates don't turn her out, and now they don't divorce, and he don't even want you. He on to the next baby girl. Yeah, she one of them people that don't been through too much in life, and you could just tell her hurt. Like I mean, nothing is wrong with everybody. Don't been hurt in life, like real talk. But it's just like her hurt is like real pain and evil. Like yo, like you ready to jump on any ship that sail. I mean, any ship that pass you. Don't even matter what color it is. You mad. So like she's in a place where she's not even in like I think she was trying to be in a happy spot when she was married to Kevin Gates, but we see that didn't last long. So with that being said, like, and then you already knew he was with somebody else, so you took him from another woman. You didn't think you was gonna lose him that way. Let's talk with women. Like we try to. I mean, yeah, we could tell you was happy at one moment, but guess what? It seemed like you're mad at the whole damn world. And we know that you're going through a divorce. A man that you thought you was gonna be with the rest of your life, he's showing up with the Basketball Wives premiere. Oh God, you got Kevin Gates on your arm, and then next thing you know, you're divorced in like what 48 days, 46. Y'all ain't calculating correctly, but it wasn't that long. You understand? So I think
yeah.
just miserable like company. And when people say that, that is true as hell. Like, good God, I don't want to listen. Take that sad shit where you want to take it. I'm gonna be sad about certain shit, but I'm gonna keep that shit to myself. I hate when people ask me how my day going. Terrible every day after work, 9 to 5. But guess what? I'm grateful to have a job. But guess what? It's just that I'm okay with nobody asking how my day is because I don't want to mess nobody else's day up and say it's terrible. And then you be like, oh man, like sorry to hear that. Like nah, you don't have to be sorry. It's okay. That's just my day. So I need her to understand if you're going through something, let it just be you're going through your pain. Like you're putting it on Chantel. You Denise need to sit her ass down. You talk too much. I'm finally glad Evelyn cussed her ass out. Shut the hell up.
Be quiet, homegirl. Be quiet. She just talk out. She just say she just a bandwagoner. It's getting on my nerves.
And they gonna like you anyway because you're the age around that age anyway. So y'all should be really the only three clicking. I don't understand how like think that's a miracle. No, y'all young as hell. And they old as hell. I'm not trying to hang with no young ass girl. I told my niece, you remember I told you we're gonna get our niece together and take them out and show them what real women do and how we really show our stuff love. But I'm not getting ready to be in no club with you at 20 something years old, baby girl. No, that's not gonna work.
No,
I'm
ma'am.
auntie. Yeah,
Good
I'm
on.
auntie.
Yeah, I'm good on that. Look at that. You gotta have some type of boundaries, and that's for sure. That's just a little bit out of line. And then right before we got on this show, I'm gonna say a couple hours. So I was hearing Kevin Gates speak on a reel or something, and he was saying like, I had to write it down, so I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking too, Brittany, you are angry, girl. I knew she was angry, but I thought she was come through better. But she giving more angry than the first season that she was on there. Talking about she came back, she open now. Uh, you like a little sour apple right now, girl. You blow my mind. But Kevin Gates says, uh, what did he say, girl? He was like, girl, you know that pussy throwback, and you know that. You know Juve that back in the day. Girl, he said that. He was like, girl, that pussy throwback, and you know that. He was like, he just genuine. He was like, but he was like, it's a rap. He was like, girl, he was saying something about her head game ain't hitting, and you wasn't sucking the meat off this something. He said, girl, he was like, your pussy throwback, and you know that. He was basically she's been ran through. He was like, he basically said the same thing. He said she miserable. She got a bad spirit about her. He couldn't do it no more. So I don't know. He said that though, girl. It killed me. I was like, oh, okay, Cam. He was like, and then he also said this to top it off. I spent $10,000 on her. Hold on. I'm thinking he made that his wife. Is that all? Because I would think the wedding would be
10. Maybe that's a ring. Maybe he was saying like that's the biggest thing he brought her.
You know what he said though? He said I spent $10,000 on her. He said she didn't eat right, eat the D right. Her pussy wasn't hitting right, and that pussy throwback in. You know that, and that's
Ooh.
after that's when he said all that stuff. So he was like, and I gave that whole $10,000. Like that's. I was just thinking he did wrong.
He had to let you know. He had to let us know, baby. I did something for her. I just didn't do a lot for her.
$10,000 for him? That's like $1. That's like $1 to him.
Hey, that's why Drika is over there looking pretty and getting her bills probably paid and ain't even got an F on. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right there. I told.
Hello?
Oh, Kevin Gates is my.
Yeah, she's seeming a little too mad. She got to get it over. It didn't work. Move on. I think you and your baby daddy custody thing is over with. I think that's what she said or was getting there. Hopefully that, you know what I'm saying, better and you can move where you want to move and start over and things like that. But you seen she had, once they had broke up though, just a side note, she was on Instagram and she took off her, I don't know what it's called when you're a Muslim, the thing that you have on your head.
Good job.
Yeah, she took it off and had her fro out. So people was basically questioning her like, oh, so now since y'all not together, did you change religion again? Or why are you dressing like that? Because we just seen you dressing full cover. You remember even at the dinner table, she had her whole face covered at one point. So
yeah. I mentioned that earlier. Me and you were talking, and I mentioned that a couple times. Like, you don't just change your whole person. That means she wasn't real from the beginning. Like, she's not real right now. Like, she just does stuff to fit in. Cause that's that's another level. That's another level.
that's
It's another
another level.
level to change your whole religion. It's another level to change your whole religion. It's just another level. Like that's really deep when you change your religion. Sometimes people change themselves, their hair, their nails, their toes, their car. But to change your religion, that is complete crazy. Especially when you change back in less than a year. Maybe you didn't like that religion, but you got a divorce or supposed allegedly divorce is on the way, and now you just uncover everything again.
That's
You
what I
wasn't
seen on Instagram.
following God, you was following a man once again. You gonna fail every time you do that anyway.
Once again, put somebody ahead of them if you want to. Baby, and let's go ahead and talk about Ty and Mean Ling because Mean Ling, I'm glad I like the trip she put together. Let me say that first of all. Hawaii, I've never been, but it's just that I don't flew along. I don't been across the water, baby, and their flights, baby, is just not my cup of tea to be on that flight long. So I don't know if I'm gonna ever hit Hawaii. I'm not gonna lie, it got pretty water, so that will maybe on the list one day, but it's just not at the top at the moment because of the flights hours. But I think she put a good trip together. I think that she had good intentions on that, but you can't deal with family stuff. That was one. I was with Jennifer on that one. Even when what's the name said something, you can't really get into family business. If somebody arguing, I had to tell my uncle one day, him and my mama and the brothers, them, they all got into it. I said, man, I called him. He was like, man, nah, I was just trying to tell you. I said, hold on, wait. That's your sister. Y'all can get into it. You just can't disrespect her. So you could be mad at all you want to, but you just ain't gonna disrespect my mama, you know? So I just think like that you gotta let that go, like you said, with what's the name. But let's talk about do Ming Ling got somebody's name tattooed on her?
Girl,
A guy?
that's what they all said. So with that said, but you know, me and Link just crossed over into the gay world with Ty anyway. But here go the thing though. Ming Lee didn't like being called out like that, so she went ahead on TV and publicized, "Don't call me no more." She made it very clear to Ty, "Don't call me no more." But I'm
She
gonna say
said, I stopped. She
something.
said, I started. She said, I know I want you to stop.
Exactly, but I'm gonna tell you something about this because we did tap on taking a break in relationships, right?
Yeah.
Clock this. Hmm. Whew. So they moved to California, LA together. And then they say, oh, we're just going to find these separate lives. But they were also still kind
They
of
were still
roommates.
living together.
Yeah, they were still chilling and everything and everything and everything. But they were also on break when they moved.
Um,
So I'm wondering now, since they were on a break, was Ming Lee testing the water? She knew she was coming to LA for something, but didn't know if she needed a platform or if things were going to work out. So she needed to have a break to see her options and end up breaking up because it was already a breakup. We had discussed breakups. And
well, she was still feeling like Ty was lying about Drew in the relationship they had. So she felt like Ty was betraying her by talking to Drew 450 hours in 1 month. And
hold on. This is before they moved to LA, right?
yeah, but that's what she said she broke up with her for. She said she couldn't trust her. She said that's what was happening. She was like, she was like, you wanted me to not talk to my friend. And she was like, no, but I looked back at the phone records. You was talking to her more than you was talking to me. So that's
Okay.
how that came up.
But
And that's what she brought up on the show.
this was before they decided to move to LA together as friends, though.
I don't know when they moved to LA. All I know is that
They
Ling ain't fucking with Ty, and she already made it clear that she didn't want to fuck with Ty. So I seen it at the beginning when they first came on the show. Ty the one who thought she was gonna be smooth talking and got her back in, but it didn't seem like Ling was actually trying to get back together at all. I didn't get that from her. I think
I think Ming Lee was. I was getting sneaky from her, and Ty was calling it out on the low low. Because
when
why
at
would
the
you
dinner this
ask somebody?
episode,
No, not this episode.
oh,
From the beginning, like Ty was like, "Yeah, we friends now. We separate. We just come here to see what we can do." You know what I'm saying? Expand our horizons and whoop de whoop. So they did, but Ty kept saying she be still coming over here. We still do things, but she want us to call us on break or something like that. Ty's not just thinking it in her head; they're still doing things. I mean, whether Ming Lee says it or not, that girl ain't just speaking off the top of her head like we just doing whoop de whoop de woo, and she want me to
that
just
don't
be.
mean we together. You gotta listen to see that's that assuming shit. You can't assume shit.
They assume she assumed, and Ming Lee was like, "No, like that's why she cut everything out from there." You remember she drew the line. Then I think she got her own place. Ty got hers. Who moved out? Somebody moved out. Ming Lee moved out, didn't she?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know, but they was still knocking the little boots in the beginning, though, honey. But the thing about Ty, cause she messy too. She'll keep mentioning some stuff. She'll keep pushing at it and pushing at it.
Cause her feelings hurt. She done went back to a man. Now your feelings hurt, and now you want to then come out look at the tattoo. Why would you call somebody a tattoo after it's been on her arm? Damn, you had to been really on her to figure out that was even a guy tattoo, a name, dog. It's not your body.
Yeah, she know what's something. The fact, yeah, because I didn't see it. I still didn't see it.
She didn't deny it either. She said, I am dating somebody. And she was like, oh, I don't have a boyfriend, but I'm dating somebody. I love that for her because I like her. And I think she's cool.
I like her too, and I think she cool. She gets it up the mud. I love it. I like it. I've been telling you about Ming Lee. Ming Lee is a go-getter, and I love it. I like it. She know herself. She love herself. You know what I mean? And the thing about us, we can do whatever we want to do.
Whatever.
We can do what we want to do, man. It's just hey, it is what it is, man. So we'll see. I think they'll continue to be kind of cool or whatever. But yeah, Ty hurt. She hurt. But life is life. You know what I mean? Life is short. So just keep on going. You've been out like you brought it to me exactly. Hey, Ty has been around these streets. So with that said, Ty,
stand on business. Ming Ling, stand on business. Yeah,
that part. And Ty, stand on business. Do you? You still cute. You still get the girls. You know what I'm saying? Next. Life is the waste, man. Hey, it's too short the waste. We'll see what pop off with them next week. But yeah, it's giving a little bit like family-ish. So I'm ready to get back to the basketball wise and the drama amongst friends and everything because it really ain't no fun when family get involved like that, though. That gets messy and too ugly. And y'all know how bad black families is anyway. Ain't nobody trying to talk about nothing on camera, but let alone something as deep as your mama. That's a Jackie
Christie, baby. Hey, you don't know what the hell you gonna get from Jackie Christie. That's all I'm telling you. And next week is gonna be fire. So we're gonna clock it and check it, and y'all gotta tune in because we coming with the real, the deal, pretty paid and petty, Q&E. Hey, that's just how we roll. You feel me? Man, subscribe, email prettypaidandpetty@AOL.com. And let us know what's up.
Checking out.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Ain't gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love you. I love you.